add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what.
Hey little buggers, good morning. Sorry to wake you up so early. I know you're not 9 a.m. kind of doggies. You're noontime doggies. You want to go already? All right, cool. Let's do it. You want to go outside? Come on. Do your thing. Let me know. Yeah, do the thing. People want to see the thing. Do the thing. Come on, do the thing. You're not doing the thing. That's fine. All right, here, get the hell out. Go cause trouble. All right, well, people, somehow we did it with ease. Like 8 in the morning, ready to go. Went to bed at like 11. Make sure I got what I feel like was a good night's sleep. I feel better. I don't have COVID, which is good. Not that I really thought I had so, but you never know, right? That's the thing about the world we live in now. Anytime you're a little sick, you're like, oh no, is it the thing? Whatever. Anyway, so I feel good. It's 9 a.m. right now. Gonna make my patented wheat gluten and chickpea flour pancakes with some strawberry, blueberry, maple syrup. Have a coffee, have a bottle of water, get the day started. Head on over there for an 11 a.m. on time start, day 1E. This is the one, this is the main event, yo. Why do I feel like I'm rapping but nothing's rhyming? I be diamond for the line. No, never mind. Why do you do that, Daniel? You can't help yourself. It's ridiculous. Right? Where's your filter? You don't know? You're not supposed to rap? Don't appropriate, bro. Come on, Daniel. Get it together. Get with it. Get woke, right? Nah. But check this out today. Lot of action. We got Edward Norton with us today. All right, it's all coming together. We got the Skippy peanut butter we'll throw on top. We got a little bit of the maple syrup. Look at this. What is that all about? All right. And then this is the trick I learned, where you put some baking powder and cover it with a pan and they get all big and nice and fluffy. We'll flip those pretty damn soon. Got blueberries in them already. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Chef Boyardee eggs. All right, this is what they look like flipped. I think they look pretty. And now I'm gonna just put some peanut butter right on top of those and cover it again. Yummy, let it melt inside the pancake. Little Morning Joe, you see the steam coming off that baby doll right there. Vegan strong, we'll add a little bit of stevia. And then we're going with this today. We're gonna go with, well, I just got these at the grocery store. We go cotton candy creamer, almond and coconut. It's yummy. Throw that in the coffee there. Keep on coming, let's go. We need lots today. Big day, main event, 1E. Okay, so I normally leave the house around 45 minutes before, I'm supposed to be there. And it takes about 17 minutes to get there. So it leaves me a lot of leeway. I'm leaving even earlier today because first of all, it's the main event. And second of all, we're leaving at a much different hour. We're leaving at, I don't know what traffic is like. I'm never up at this hour. So we're gonna leave before 10, like 9:50 or whatever. And then we'll hang out in the trailer. It's been a while since we've done that anyways. So yeah, shoes on. We're gonna go with these again. Nintendo, not Switch, the other one, the regular one. You know what I'm talking about. All right, people, once again, drive-in video, this time, once again in Amanda's car, because I don't know what my car is, who cares? Her car's fantastic. Am I having a good hair day, or is it just me? I don't know. Well, washing it helps, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk a little bit of strategy. Let's talk a little bit of strategy in terms of what we're gonna do here on day one. And first and foremost, this is the important lesson, is like, we don't have a set strategy because it's going to depend heavily on who's at our table. There are a couple things to think about in terms of what I will and won't be doing. And I think one of the things I think people make a mistake with a little bit in the main event is the idea that, you have to avoid anything risky because, you need to play careful and, all the, and I mean, maybe I was a little guilty of that too in some of the years as well. But again, it depends on your table, right? I expect to have 150,000 in the day, starting with 60. And I expect to do so by taking some good risks. Like, I'm actually going to likely be using, again, it depends on my table and the person, I'm going to be using wide variety of sizes. And some of those sizes are going to include big overbets. 1.5 pot, 2x. Probably not much more than 2x. Again, just depends. If I feel like I've got a guy in a spot where it makes sense, I'll do that. But again, the first 2 hours, we're starting right on time, of course, with 300 big blinds for 2 hours. The first 2 hours, most important aspect of it for me is picking up reads on my opponents. So I'm going to be very, very, very perceptive, see what they're doing, make sure I'm seeing all the hands they turn over, so that hopefully if our table doesn't break, we can use that to our advantage later. Again, it's day 1E, so I don't know. Are we going to have a bunch of the Euros? Who's going to be here? Is it going to be a big day? I know 1F is supposed to be massive. So there's a lot of unknowns. We don't know. All we know is we're gonna play. I'm not gonna play with fear. I'm not gonna play like this idea that like you have to, you know, oh, it's the main event, you know, can't go broke in this spot. If I go broke, I go broke. It's okay. There's plenty other events, you know. And of course I love the main event, but I'm not gonna like, well, I'm trying to think of a word that is appropriate for 2021 that I won't do. I won't play it overcautiously. You know what I mean? Anyway, off we go. All right, we are here. It's very bright and very early, 10:15. Don't start till 11. I'm gonna go ahead and get my ticket now, just in case there's some brouhaha or who knows what. I'm also gonna head over to the GG headquarters over there, see if Kimchi has another hoodie for me. I don't know why I like that. It's funny to me, right? Anyway, so yeah, because here's what happened with the hoodie. I washed it. I didn't do the fabric softener thing right, so it's not really wearable. It's itchy and dry, and I don't know. We ran out of fabric, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get another one. That's all. Easy peasy. And then I'm just excited to see who's at my table, because I'm sure today, I have a feeling I'm going to know a couple. Just have that feeling that it's going to be a little tougher than normal, but that's good. Makes me play my A game. I'm in. Okay, so we got our ticket. We got our hoodies. We got, what does that say? Amazon purple, $4.55. Seat number 7. 7's a good seat, 9-handed. But it'll probably be one of the features, you know, because I'm kind of a big deal. So we're early. We're gonna go back to the RV, just relax, check out the latest news in the NHL, take my mind off poker for a bit, and then be raring to go right on time, 11 a.m. And one. Who says you can't win them all? I can, right? Because we're 1-0.
1 for 1. Check leader.
All right, so we're about an hour in, and this just happened. Okay, this gentleman just doubled up because apparently the gentleman that showed up late because he didn't want to play because he doesn't like me or didn't want to play with me. I don't know. It was one of those two things. Yeah. So his hand comes up where he opens. I call with 8s. He re-raises to 2100. He calls. I call. Flops king, king 6. He fires 10,000. Bah! On king, king 6. He makes a good call, I think. Turn is a 9. This gentleman says all in. He makes another really good call with pocket kings, I think. That was the best decision you made. So now he has a double stack thanks to this gentleman who didn't want to play with me. Right? She didn't say why, right? But like,
He saw you
scared.
And run.
He didn't play like a scared guy. I'll tell you that much. All right, hour in, having fun with this crew right here. Got a couple hands to tell you about. This is the gentleman. We're going to break them down. Break them down for you. All right. So this was easily one of the weirdest 2-hour starts of the main event I've ever had in my life. The very first hand I opened with the queen jack against 2 players, I flopped the queen, okay? From that point on till the last 5 minutes, I never had the best hand once. I didn't have the best hand. I maybe sometimes had the best hand for a minute, but by the end, I never had the best hand. Not a single time. Till the very end, I had pocket kings and I flopped the king. So I got a couple hands to tell you about. We have our stack after little one is 44,900. And like I said, I just, didn't have the best hand. But I'll tell you about 2 hands. Both played against the same guy when we get to the RV. Okay, let's start out by saying I have an amazing table. I sat down, we're playing 6-handed, 1 stack. They didn't want to show up because I was at the table, and then he decided to just go, I don't know what the hell that was all about, but that's what the lady said. I don't know. Okay, so great table, as I said. Recently, English kid, or I'm not sure from where, I can tell he can play a little bit. I don't know how good yet, we'll find out. So both these hands happen against the same guy. Like I said, I haven't really won any pots. Well, no, I've won plenty of pots. I just never had the best hand. I've been bluffing a lot and not getting caught. But that's how I still am not totally dead. So here's a hand where I raise with 2 9s to 500 at 1 in 200 blinds. The gentleman 2 to my left makes it 2,000. I, of course, call. The flop comes Jack 10 of hearts with a 6. I check, he checks quickly. I'm like, all right, that's ace king all day. Turn is a 7. So turn is a 7. I have the straight draw, whatever. I also decide to, just in case he's playing an overpair scared or something like that, which is very slim, I'll just bet small. He won't raise. I'll give myself a good price. So I bet 1,000 on the turn. So less than quarter pot. He calls. River queen. I check. He bets 3K. I fold. Now against the same player, another spot comes up. I raise to 500 with 2 blackjacks. I get a call on my left, and then he 3-bets again to 2,000. So I'm not 4-betting the jacks this early in the main against players that are playing pretty honest. And I call, and the other player calls. So now the flop comes 9-4 deuce rainbow. Good flop for jacks, right? I check over to him. He bets 6,000. I swear I almost just folded on the flop because I'm like, this is just no good. This guy's not doing this with anything but a big pair. That's bigger than mine. But I thought to myself, okay, 2 fold. 1, if I do call, maybe there's value. Actually, it's almost worth it to try to hit a jack. And also I thought that there's some chance that I might get to see a free turn card because he should be worried about sets here too. 9s, 4s, and deuces, whatever turns, right? So I do call the 6, which, I'm calling the 6 not thinking I don't love the situation, right? Anyway, the turn's a 6. I check, he bets 12,000 and shows me 2 kings. So that was it, basically. That was our first 2 hours where I just didn't win. I won, like I said, pots that I just raised before the flop and they all folded, or I c-bet. I'm c-betting at a very, very high frequency in this thing so far. And we'll probably continue to do that and push people around. And hopefully, we start to actually hit some hands. All right, the boys didn't know that when they showed up today, everybody would have homework, but they're doing a good job so far with all their homework, right? So what happens is they collect all these and they give me all information so I can figure out how to play against you. Right? You drove in straight from Queens. That's dedicated right there. All right. All right, we have kings. He has aces. We're all in. This could be a short main event for old DNegs. Unless there's a king out there. Nope. What a freaking main event I had. Good luck, guys.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Good hit. Good hit.
So
First hand he sat down until he picked up that. I picked up that. All right, later, everybody. I ain't folding kings. I don't care. Nah. All right, that was a quick and painless main event. It's shocking, but I literally didn't. I didn't win any hands. It's so crazy. So the guy in the cutoff just sat down. He opens to 11. Okay. It's a brand new player, very first hand. So I know nothing except that he seems cash. I'm on the button with 2 kings. I make it 3,000. Right? Seems like the thing to do. And then the big blind calls, which is very bizarre, right? To call that raise. Well, now this guy, I have 47 to start the hand. Well, the original raiser makes it 20. He makes it 20K. I have a total of 47. There's not a lot of wiggle room for me to just flat. If we were much deeper or something like that, I consider a flat with the kings to see the flop, make sure it comes clean or whatever the case may be. But I mean, it's very, very good. It's going to be, actually, as the flop came, I probably wouldn't have been able to get away because it came an ace. It kept 20K. But yeah, it was just a, like disaster of a day because I had the best table in the whole tournament. And I mean, I'm not like, you think I'm kidding because you hear me say stuff, but like I didn't have the best hand but twice in the first 2.5 hours and I'm out. So, wow, oh well. Fuck, at least I'm not stuck in the main event, grinding it out with no. You know, it's weird emotionally because like when you get deep in this thing, it's very frustrating to get knocked out. But the way that it happened for me, I mean, holy shit, dude! Just I had no chance, literally no chance. Don't worry, I'm not gonna fold kings when I put in. I mean, I guess there's no way. Random dude just sat down, all casual on his phone, blah blah blah. I don't know. And then he fucking slow rolled me too, which is funny. He counted his chips after I went all in. And he was the last one to act. Counted his chips, looked at me, called. I was like this. I'm like, okay, you have the aces, you win. What do you want from my life? Just a cooler day. That's it. So, I don't know. We got to figure out what to do next. All right, so I figured out a plan. The plan is go home. Go home, Daniel. Go home. We're going to go home. And we're going to come back. This tournament, the little one for one draw. When you think about it, it's unlimited rebuys, right? Which kind of allows me to just go bonkers, blow off some steam, come back later tonight, double, triple up, whatever I got to do, because I'll get chips. You can buy them, basically, right? It's for charity, so it is what it is. So it's only like, what time is it now? It is 2:20. The event doesn't even start till 3, and there's 12 levels of late registration for this thing. So I'm thinking, we'll go. Just had ketchup chips. I think we'll go home, relax with the pups for the day, and then come back like super late, like 11. Play the last couple hours. We're gonna have, we're gonna double. You get like 20K plus if you do the $111 donation, you get 40K. You know, and then we'll have 100K. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Drive home. All right. While I'm home for a minute, vegging out, taking my mind off what happened today, I'm taking a look at tomorrow's lineup. Okay. So here's the interesting thing. I've got Vegas goalies or Calgary I could play. But look over here at this lineup. Not that good, right? I feel like my lineup is a favorite over the lineup. So he's using Calgary goalies. Now, strategically, I think to lower variance that I should take Vegas out and put Calgary in, even though Vegas is at home to Seattle. It seems like the correct play, and we're going to make it. Boom. That. All right, I'm home now, and I've been screwing around on the laptop a little bit. I'm not on social media, the whole World Series of Poker. I don't even look at it, but I'm just goofing around there, and I see Mike Matusow on one of his, Twitter rants. I don't know, he does this sometimes. It's like, he's always talking about positivity, right? And I was like, dude, you're way more negative than Alan Kessler. So I put up a poll. So far, a couple thousand votes, 80% say Mike, negative Nancy, mouth, is more negative than Alan Kessler, and I agree completely. Mike doesn't understand a lot of stuff, okay? Here's the first thing he doesn't understand. Aside from the fact that everything that he does is based off of anecdotal evidence. One guy told me I'm not going to play if there's late reg. Here's the fact, okay, and I tweeted this. Here's just a simple fact, okay? Take the best player in the world. Take the top 10. Michael Adamos, the Jason Koons, the whoever's, right? Now, let's take the top 50, okay? Top 50 of these guys, right? If they all show up on time with 300 big blinds, okay? Or all 50 show up with 20 big blinds late into day 2, right? Which group has a higher ROI? Duh. Obviously the guys who show up on time. Some of these guys like to show up late because they're doing other things like that, but that hurts their ROI, which guess what? When their ROI is lessened, yours increases. So it literally helps every single person in the tournament. And it makes day 1 softer too. If these guys skip day 1 and you go to all these tables where there's like free chips. At my table, I saw a guy put in 60,000 in the first level with 2 4s on King, 6-9, right? He just went all in, right? Okay. Well, the pros don't get that. So what? You think it's more scary to play against Adamo when he's got 300 big blinds or when he shows up with 20? What's more scary? With 20 big blinds. Ooh, big deal. He's got to win that first hand. So he's got this... I almost used the R word. But see, I stopped myself. Even though it would be appropriate with him because it's true. But no, it's not how it works, guys. Trust me on this, okay? It's simple. It's obvious. You should encourage it, in fact, right? If you want to win more money in tournaments, tell the pros to come as late as possible. Don't even show up until the frickin' Vax late reg. Show up with 7 chips and see how your skill is really going to come into play then. I late reg when I need to. I don't late reg unless I have to, but it's nice to have the option to do that. It increases numbers across the board. It's good for tournament poker, especially when you're playing when you're offering multiple events a day. You know, you bust one tournament, you run deep, and all right, okay, well, what's next? I can still jump in that one. Cool. Even though it'd be better to, reg on time. If you're still in another tournament, can't do that. And some people don't have the stamina to play, or don't want to spend that many hours. So if they want to put themselves at a disadvantage by buying in late, okay, let them. Again, it is important to make one caveat that there is a point where it's too far, right? So there's always discussion about how much is too much, and you can finagle that. But the idea of eliminating late reg because it's not fair because the people who rate late reg have this big edge is just stupid. And here's another thing too. The fact that 2/3 of the field in almost every event, 2/3 of the field shows up late tells you one thing, okay? Most people take advantage of the option and most people are good with it. End rant. My man right here.
Eliminations. I like war.
Iman Shumpert.
So we at war right now.
That's what's up. Bring it. Bring it, Iman. Yeah.
And you guys delivered a very memorable performance.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I'm used to being in the long road. At the end, it gets tight, but the most beautiful moments usually come out of that. So it's
the wins, right? We'll see how these scores are going.
Motivation for the 250K coming up. One more 9. Let's go. Okay, that'll work. All right. Good news. Iman made it through to the semifinals. That's my man. I never met the guy, but like I told you in the previous vlog, sometimes you see people, I would hang out with him. He seems cool AF, cool, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, it's actually kind of early. I mean, not early, but is early. It's 10, a little after 10. I did say I was going to go in for midnight, but I'm ready to go. Let's gamble. And just so you know, the process, my Canadian just showed up. The process for what I'm going to be doing here is nuts. Typically what I do in this little one from is I get drunk and have fun and blow off steam. Okay, I'm teaching them how to play a rebuy tournament. Okay. Re-entry. So this is how we do it. Get centered. Okay. Centered. That's mine. Put an ante in, just like to be respectful. And then you close your eyes. Think of a card. What do we want? Kings. I get every hand kings. All right. So we put one half of the chips on this card, okay? So this is what happens. Then you take the other half of the chips, you put them on that card, and then you wait patiently as the other two players decide. Now you think to yourself, this is kings. Okay, now what we do is with both hands we go, I'm all in.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding, Karen. Let's go. Come on, don't be scared. Don't be scared, man. Don't be scared.
He's not even close.
We got a gimbal.
Okay, I'm
for charity. All right. For the kids. Yes. Okay, sure. I'm sorry. I actually have kings. Okay, it's okay. I have an 8 and a 10. All right, that's 18. Stand. I stand. No more cards. Oh, we're in great shape. 2 overs. Okay. We need a 10 or an 8. See if Kale brings me some luck on this one.
Oh, straight?
That's how you do! But we're not doing that because you know what? We already did get drunk and that was not too long ago. And we are still feeling the effects to it. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. So, I'll put my shoes on. So basically what I'm going to do is in 2 hours, I'm going to play nuts. I'll be getting it in with the worst hand, just gambling, rebuy as many times as necessary. It's an unlimited re-entry up until we have about 100K. So you start with 40K in chips, as I said. Once we get to 100, once we double, which is going to happen, it's going to happen. I mean, because you play enough bots, it will. Once we get to 100, then we'll, start to play properly. And, bring in a stack, which will come into day 2. And what means tomorrow will be an off day, provided, we do build a stack tonight. If there's 20 minutes left in the night and I still haven't built up a stack, maybe I won't bother with the re-registry. The hardest part about this process is actually registering, because you got to bust, register, bust. And yeah, so if you're in for the main package, the whole thing, you guys are in for this, okay? You signed up for it. So you're in for a little bit of wacko-backo tobacco. So you're going to see some hands tonight probably that are Daniel, why'd you play the 10-4 suited? Daniel, the guy had kings and you beat him with a 10-4. That's not good poker. You should be ashamed of yourself. I won't be. Okay, so this Tesla's crazy. Watch this. I'm gonna go like this. Okay. I'm not driving the car. The car is driving by itself. It's kind of scary though. Because you're like, oh, is it really gonna move? You know? Is it gonna follow along, the whole deal? The future is here, people. Self-driving Tesla on the highway. All right, we are here, ready to go. I wanted to say one more thing too. You know, like the main event, usually like the crushing day, as I said before, but never, I think this is the least crushing main event that I've ever had. And I think it's part and parcel because of obviously how fast we were out. So we never had a chance to be emotionally connected to it. But in addition to that, I think it's the schedule. Like the World Series of Poker is not just like when it used to be the main event, that's it. Your summer's over. So it represented a lot more, right? But that's not the case anymore with all the post-lims. We've got a 10K stud 8 coming up. We got a 10K Raz. We've got a 50K PLO. We got a 50K no limit, a 100K no limit, a $250,000 no limit hold'em. So, I mean, like there's still plenty of time. I believe my boy Josh R.A. came in 4th last night in the online event, which should put him, when they update the results, tops in player of the year. But hey, there's still time for me to knock off a couple bracelets, put myself back in the race. So we're gonna get back on the horse and stick our chips in the middle with like 2 random cards. All right, here we are. This is what we call the losers bracket. We got everybody over here. Losers, a whole bunch of losers. But you know what? You're winners because you're donating to charity, right? We're all the winners. We're the real champions. We are the champions, my friend. Down, down, and we'll keep on fighting. Oh my God! Now they're gonna strike it on YouTube because that was way too on. That was way too good.
Is it a little flat?
I did. I have something in my throat. Okay. That's what it was.
I've been a fan for 12 years.
Thanks. What? You do karaoke?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go later. You're a singer?
Yeah.
Give me a little, break off a little bar or something.
I'm a singer too. Chinese song or?
Well, duh. I mean, what I want you to sing.
I believe.
There you go.
Is
that Chinese? That is Chinese.
No, it's Korean.
Oh, Korean. I'm
Chinese.
Oh, okay. You got all kinds. All right, let's look at these cards and see if we want to put it in. Maybe. Hey, our second hand of the day. This guy raised the last hand, and we have 40,000. He has 40,000. So what we do is we take all 40,000, put it in the middle. Ha ha! Now what? Now what? What are you gonna do? What are you guys gonna do? Are you crazy? Okay, he's like, what's happening at my table? Look at these cards. How can I possibly lose? What's he gonna do?
Thank you. Yes, I'm a
He's
singer
tanking.
too.
All right. All right, I'm not gonna film the whole tank. Okay, you're moving on. Okay, here we go. Are you coming? Are you in? Where are you from?
Mexico City.
Mexico City. Good luck. I have a pair of kings.
I have ACES.
Oh my God. Again? So sick. Ah, I'm kidding. I have a straight flush. Ah, straight flush. Look what I ran into. This fucking hand. That's the hand that busted me from the main. Now I didn't need to beat it in a 1K. What do I got? Nothing? Just no chance whatsoever. Rebuy. Oh, 10. 10, not a heart. Okay, ace. I always, that's so fucking funny. First hand. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, this table's been better. I went all in with ace queen. Everybody folded, and then I picked up the nuts on the very next one. Everyone's folding. Come on, you got to give a guy action when he's got the nuts. That is the absolute nuts. For those that don't know. You coming?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. 40 something. He said yeah.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
Oh, you're not sure, but like yeah, maybe.
Likely, yeah.
Okay. Good luck.
I gotta look at the second card.
Oh, okay. You got like a king. Cool.
No. Queen.
Ace. Queen?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. You can't win anyway. It doesn't matter what you get.
Really?
Drawing completely dead. But it's okay. Do your thing.
Oh, 6-7. 6.
I don't know.
Oh, 10 jack. You got 10 jack suited. Is that a ring?
What's he doing? Making me turn my camera off, I think. Bad for the edit.
Talk to me on the blog. Yeah.
So you're gonna call?
Most likely.
I hope
yeah.
you do.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a really terrible hand, but I really wanna call. Yeah.
Okay, good. Do it. What the hell? What's going on here?
Let's go.
I wish I had just a little bit better. Just a little bit.
Oh my God, make up your mind.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're like my wife before we go freaking out somewhere. She's like, what do you think of these shoes? What do you think of those? My God, just pick one. You're sexy in all of them. This guy,
yeah.
look at this.
I'm gonna fold.
He's folding now. All right. Freaking, I make the nuts and this guy's folding now.
yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's my favorite hand. We have action. Good luck, sir. I have a pair of queens. I mean, not yet, but after the flop. Queen 6, you got ace 10. All right. I think you burned an ace, right? So I'm like 3-1 favorite. All right. Queen or a 6 will do the trick. There's a 6. Hold, baby. Hold the best hand. Hold the best hand. All right. Hold, hold, hold.
Look at that.
Baby, just this one time. All right, double me up. I wasn't involved in this one, but look at this board. They got it in on the turn. King, king, queen, queen.
Like, what can
Look
he
at
get?
that.
How
Set
can
all
you
set.
get it dirty?
Quads on the roof.
How could you ever get it dirty?
Huge too. These guys were like chippery.
What have you started?
Yeah.
Wow.
Possible. How does this happen?
Great, great. This is a great, great table. After you did it with this guy, and
Yeah.
with this guy.
Yeah.
All right, don't hate the player, hate the game, y'all. I'm just playing the game. They make the rules, I play by the rules. I got me about 105, 110,000. Oddly, I had aces finally, and I won because nobody, when the guy folded. Like, he was new to the table and didn't know I was playing crazy, and he folded 9s, which he wouldn't have done. Like, you know, had he seen what was going on. So basically, 2 more hours to play. We get through with what we got, I'll be fine. And then we'll have, basically when I get through with whatever I got, we're gonna have 2 days off because day 2 is not till Thursday. One thing is for sure, we are not drawing dead. He's just put me all in, but I watched him play a goofy hand against you, so I am going to go all in. Are you all in?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
a flush. Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead then. Because I also have a flush, but I need an ace or a 6 of clubs then. Okay, all in and call, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, ace or 6 of clubs. All right, back to the drawing board. Bullet 3 coming at you. Okay, he's all in with the ace 7. We got the straight flush. Okay, you have more than me. I don't even know.
Flush card, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
well you
you
do.
want
Right, I
that.
can make straight flush. Just an 8 will do then.
Walking straight flush.
8 will do. There's a 7.
Uh-oh, there's a
Okay, we need a
7.
6 then. 6 or an 8. Oh no, it's just a 6 now. Oh baby, no! Oh, in the gutter. My goodness, stupid game. Stupid game. My goodness. Okay, all done for the night, all done for a while. Kind of an annoying finish. I mean, I have 93,000, which is, you know, oh, here we go. Fuck. Masked up, don't want to get them jumping on your back and pounding you in the face, you know. Not, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I have 93,000. One hand near the end there kind of was annoying. I raised the button, 8 and 1600. Or 8 and 16, what is it? Yeah, 100. I make it 3,500 on the button with the 8-9 off. And the small blind, we're pretty deep, like 120. Small blind makes a mistake, pretty much. Well, you know, some of the, I think it's a big mistake. He re-raises to 11. Very small re-raise. I put 3,500 in, it's 7,500 more, right? It's just kind of really small, out of position. So I decided to call. Flop was 9-7-3, 2 spades. He bet 8,000, I called. And the turn was an ace. It's like I was thinking in my head, like anything but an ace. Felt like some ace rag type shit. And he had the ace 8, so whatever. 93,000, tired. Need a break. I'm glad I got through because I didn't want to have to do this tomorrow. Here's the thing, the re-entry, even on day 2, is not over. 2 more levels of doing that. So if things were to go bad on Thursday, we can just get back in the fast track, running back and forth, trying to build up a stack. But this means I'm not going to play the $1,500 stud 8, which kind of an event I like to play. But listen, man, maybe I can't play golf. That's stupid. 2 days off is what we're going to have. And you know what, guys? I think we might have like 2 real days off, which means like no vlog. Will you be okay without me for 2 days? Huh? 2 whole days with no DNegs? Can you handle it? Can you take it? I just can't think of like what would I be doing for 2 days. I'm gonna be laying on the couch. You've seen that. You see the back of the pillow. You've seen that. You've seen the puppies. You've seen my hockey stuff. You've seen it all. And I'm not doing anything interesting for the next 2 days. So, as of right now, that's the plan. We will see you back again. I'll be playing Thursday. Next vlog on Friday. Peace.